Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at the bag that I've been using for EDC purposes for the past 6 to 7 months. This is from Vanquest, and it's the Falconer 30. They sent this guy over, like I said, about 6 or 7 months ago, so I can check it out, test it out, and review it. And I wanted to give it its due diligence. I usually test out a bag for a couple weeks, and then I post a review. With this one, I wanted to make sure that I put it through its paces because it was going to be my go-to EDC bag. And I can tell you it's done a great job. I own the Falconer 27, which is the little brother to this one, and that's a great bag. And this one doesn't fall short of that. The bigger size and some of the improvements definitely make a great EDC bag. I'll give you a little bit of a background. For me, my EDC bag goes with me pretty much everywhere I go, but mainly it goes to work with me. And I've been trying to get healthy, so I've been going to the gym. So my EDC bag had to be able to carry my gym clothes, so running shoes, shorts, t-shirt, things like that, but also be able to fit my work clothes. And when I take it off, put it into the bag. And this bag has done a great job at that. Now it's a little bit bigger, obviously, than you would consider for EDC purposes, but again, for me, it's worked out great. I love this color, the wolf gray. Ever since they came out with it, I've been a huge fan of it. And I have added the Hydra pouch on the side right here, so I can put in some water bottles if I needed to, so that's an addition. And I actually went ahead and removed the waist strap. I don't think that I needed, especially just because I kind of just take it out of the car, go into work, put it underneath my desk at the office, and then just carry it to the gym, put it in the locker and things like that. So I didn't think I needed the extra padding on the waist strap, but it does come with a waist strap. So I just wanted to give you a quick look at it. Now, this is a kind of strange angle. I'm in a hotel room and I'm trying to film this, so that's why you see my reflection behind it. So I'll step in front of the camera over here and kind of run you through some of the pockets. Now, there's a ton of reviews on this guy out on YouTube right now, so if you guys are interested in the specific dimensions and things like that, you can always check some of those out. I just wanted to give you my opinion and my look at the bag itself. So starting from the very top, you have a nice padded sizable grab handle. This is very important because, again, I use this to set it down and pick it up. If I'm carrying my laptop inside of it, I don't want to slam it down on the ground. So this definitely does a great job at handling all the weight that I have in there. It is cross and box stitched on both sides, and again, it's nice and padded with this kind of neoprene handle on the top. Now, some of the additions are the zipper pulls. I like the fact that they went with these kind of round plastic ones for the main compartment, and then they went with these newer kind of plastic ones that says Vanquest on them for all the other compartments. That way you know the main one from all the other ones. So every single compartment on the bag is going to have these upgraded zipper pulls, which is really nice. They allow for the zippers to be grasped very, very easily. You can just stick your finger in there and use the zipper. Obviously YKK zippers. The tracks are inverted, so that's going to keep out dust and a little bit of water and stuff like that from getting into the content inside. So let's start on the very front right here, this pocket here. You do have a small little area for a Velcro patch. I just have one of their glow-in-the-dark flags right there. I just wish maybe it had a little bit more Velcro. But again, that's just personal preference. I like to kind of throw on some patches and stuff like that on there. But that one's fine right there. And then a little bit of shock cord behind there. So if you want to go ahead and put a smaller item on the outside, something quick grab, you can go ahead and do that. Now, this particular pocket on the top right here is actually one of my favorite parts of this bag. I love this pocket here. I loved it in the predecessor, the 27, and I love the fact that they transitioned it into this one here, and it's specifically because of the items that I would normally carry in there. Now, I try and be kind of prepared with the things that I think that I would need, so any type of medication, headache, stomach, things like that. These elastic bands that they have on here actually make it really awesome, so I can keep, I have chapstick, I have some headache and stomach medication, some back medication, and I have some Altoids, different sizes. So these elastic bands here hold it very, very well. Now, one thing that I've always said about Vanquest is that they definitely take advantage of every single space that you have in their bags or their pouches and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be enough just to have that, but you also have a pocket in the back here, which is perfect for some gum. I just have some business cards. Then this area in the front right here is actually open too, so if you want to drop some quick grab items in there, you can do that also. And then I just have a little kind of makeshift first aid kit into this other pocket in the front right there. Again, this one is orange, so it's easy to see if you have anything in there. So I love this pocket, especially because of the versatility that it allows with those elastic bands right there. From there, you have a pocket right in the front. This is another part that I really like about this bag, and I've grown accustomed to having these type of pockets in my EDC bags, and those are just kind of open dump pockets that you can just throw anything in there. Right now, I just have some headphones, so I just have the earphones that come with my iPhone, and then I have some wireless earbuds in there as well. And that's pretty much the only thing that I have in there. Again, I use this bag when I go to the gym and stuff like that, so those are the things that I kind of want to get to real quick. But when I go to the gym, I throw my wallet in there, I throw, you know, my knife, my flashlight and stuff like that right in there. That's where it lives when I'm not using it, and I know it's easy at hand and I can get it very easily. And I like the fact that you can access it from either side. And again, you have those zipper pulls right there, very easy to get to, and you can get into that pocket. Now on the bottom, you also have some MOLLE right there. So if you do want to attach some other items, like on the bottom there, like a sleeping bag or a roll or something like that, you can go ahead and do that. Now onto this other pocket right here, again, you have the zipper pulls. They come all the way down, so you can actually sandwich this open all the way, making sure that I'm getting this in frame. So in the front right here, you have this layout that is perfect for different size items because you have these bungee cords that you can go ahead and adjust depending on the size. Now, this is one thing that I personally haven't found a use for it yet. Now, I know this came about from some of their first aid kits and stuff like that, and I think for the most part, if you have the items that'll fit in there, you can go ahead and do that. I would probably prefer either it being like a big Velcro loop, so you can just attach some extra pouches or something like that, or some more of these organizational pockets like you have up here, maybe on the flap, or just one big pocket right there. That would probably be perfect for me. But I can see where a lot of people might want to use this, especially if you're going to do first aid items in there. You can get it very easily. And then it has the little tab right here, which you can actually leave out. That way when you have it zipped up, all you do is pull on it and it comes open and you can get access to it. Besides that, now you have your organizational pocket here, and obviously I've always mentioned this about Vanquest. They've done a really good job at making sure that you have enough room to fit pretty much anything that you would need. So you have the little pouches on the bottom here, then you have the big elastic bands on the back, the smaller elastic ones on the front, and then you have a big pocket in the back. So all I have is some pens, spare flashlights, some screwdrivers, my USB port or a USB stick, and then I have another flashlight here. And again, I have it opened, so if I have to put in other items or something like that, I can go ahead and do that. In the back right here, I just have a little notebook, some field notes there, and then attached to the little keeper right here, I just have another little flashlight and a lightning connector, so in case I have to charge my phone, I have that there. So that is that front pocket. Again, I like the fact that they're very easy to get into. All three of these pockets are very useful, especially on a bag like this, especially on a bag that you're going to be using for EDC purposes. So looking at the side right here, you do have the cinch straps tied up right now. Again, you have rows of laser cut MOLLE on the side, and I've gone ahead and attached the Hydra bottle holder right there. Again, it's the same color, that wolf gray, which matches it perfectly right there. And then on the opposite side, you also have laser cut MOLLE, and I just have some of these MOLLE sticks in case I have to attach anything else onto this side right there. So I'll go ahead and unhook those, and I'll turn the bag around just so we can see the very back. So the shoulder straps are very, very comfortable, very nice and padded, very contoured, which is really nice. So you have the ability to adjust on the top right here using these buckles. You can lower these straps down or raise them up depending on how you need them. And then you have these keepers, so these things aren't flapping all the way around. Then you have some plastic D-rings right here so you can attach more gear. And then you have a couple of MOLLE rows right here. I just have this little light from Next Torch attached on there. And then you have your chest strap, which does have a whistle, and it is also elastic, so that way it'll kind of move with you. And then you have some quick release buckles at the end of these straps right here. If you do have to drop the bag, you can go ahead and do that. without having to worry about taking it off completely. And then the keepers for the extra strap right there. So again, you don't have it dangling all over the place. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you have a waist strap, which is removable. You do have Velcro here, which will keep it in place. When you don't use it, it's actually nice and padded. The back of the bag right here, it is very well padded because two things. Obviously for comfort, but also because you do have a laptop sleeve right behind here. So you want to make sure that if you do lay this bag down or anything like that, nothing is going to happen to the laptop inside. And then you have a pass-through right here. If you do want to use a hydration bladder, you can go ahead and do that. And then you can run it through the strap and use these keepers, not only to keep that, but also to keep the tubing. So that's really cool. All right, so let's get into the center pocket right here. Again, you have the zipper pulls, and this goes all the way down. That's another feature that I really do like about this bag, is the fact that you can basically clamshell this open and get to everything really easily. So I just have a kit right here. This has all my cables, so I'm not going to go into that, but I carry that in there. So in the back portion right here, you have two pockets, one at the top here and then a larger one at the bottom. Again, these are nice. They're shut by Velcro, but it's nice to get in there really easy. I just have a pair of sunglasses and a pair of reading glasses. This is a great spot for these because I don't have to open up the bag all the way in order to get to them. I can just open up real easy and get to my glasses really quickly, and I'm good to go. On the bottom pocket right here, I just have like a battery bank and then a couple more cables that go along with those. So I'm not gonna bore you with that, but again, it's perfect for these flat items. You can slide them right in there, and because it is a larger size pocket, they fit very easily. So I'm gonna turn the bag this way so you guys can see this pocket here. So this pocket kind of hangs at the top right there. So I found that the best use for this pocket is to have some lighter items so it's not weighed down. So I just have some Kleenex and some wet wipes in there. So again, real easy to get to if I need it. And then I have on this Velcro strip right here, I just have one of their double mag pouches. And as you guys can see, I just use it to carry some granola bars right in there. I think it does a really good job at carrying those. They're not, all over the place getting all smushed or anything like that. And if I need it, I can just pull it out and it's good to go. So I thought that was a good use for those Velcro mag bolster there. So let's go ahead and zip it back up. And let's go ahead and look at the main compartment now. So again, as I mentioned, it does clamshell open. So the zippers come all the way down. I can go ahead and lay it down and open it up. And I just have a pair of running shorts, a t-shirt, and my running shoes in there. Again, as you guys can see, they fit very nicely in there. I have a little bit more room at the top right here. So if I do have to put something on top, maybe a jacket or something like that, I can go ahead and do that. I can take it out. So inside you have a lot of different mounting options, which is really nice. You have a roll of Velcro around on the side right here. So if you do want to attach some other, maybe like a divider or some other items, you can do that. Some laser cut MOLLE that is also Velcro compatible right at the back here. So again, if you want to put some extra pouches, you can add some of the accessories like to this one that'll give you that Velcro, and then you can go ahead and throw it on there if you want to use it that way. And then in this part right here, you have another roll of Velcro. Obviously, as you guys can tell, I've used it to put some of my morale patches. And again, going with the, what I mentioned earlier, the theme that Vanquest does not skimp out on every single area of the bag. Right through here, you have another Velcro pocket. So one at the top and then one at the bottom there. So if you want to go ahead and put in some items in there, and again, it is accessible from either side, you can go ahead and do that. So let me put these back in there. All right. And then last but not least, the very back right here, you do have another zipper here, which you can zip all the way down. Now I have my MacBook Air 11-inch, fits perfectly right in there. But you do have some Velcro, so if you wanted to go ahead and throw a holster in there, you can do that, so you can conceal carry your firearm. That makes it very easy. It is very accessible, and nobody knows that it's there. If not, if you wanted to go ahead and use the little pass-through for your hydration bladder, you can go ahead and do that. That's where it would hang. It actually has a hook that it can hang from in there. You can hang it right in there and then feed the tube right outside and use those keepers to go ahead and use it. And I'll put the laptop back in there. But again, the back is nice and padded, so I don't have to worry about having my laptop in there and setting the bag down. You know, again, I would use a handle, but if I do set it down, I don't have to worry that it's gonna get ruined or anything like that, because that padding definitely does a good job at making sure that it is nice and secure. So there it is. I just wanted to give you a quick look at the Falconer 30. This has been my EDC bag for the past 6 to 7 months. I think they did a great job at the different features that they added. Again, personal preference for me, that front pocket right here, maybe doing something else with it. I don't find myself using that, especially not for first aid. I usually have another first aid kit that I would throw in there and whatnot. I wouldn't want it to just be part of the bag. Again, that's personal preference for me, but I think for the most part, some people do like that, and the fact that they included it in there is great. I think Vanquest does a really good job at listening to feedback, especially from these type of videos, and from us reviewers, the feedback that we give them as far as what we like about the bags, what we think they could improve, and things like that, and they come out with really good products. So there it is. That is the Falconer 30 from Vanquest. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.